Welcome to the Learning Lab class, Digital Collections with OverDrive and Libby. My name is Melissa, and I'm one of the Adult and Teen Services librarians at the Arcadia Public Library. We're going to be taking a look at the resource OverDrive to explore the library's digital collection. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at how to search and browse the digital collection in OverDrive, so let's get started. We're here on the landing page for OverDrive, and I'm logged into my account. I know that I'm logged into my account because instead of the blue sign in button over on the right hand side, it says my account. If you aren't signed in, you'll want to go ahead and complete that step first. You select sign in, then the Arcadia Public Library from the drop down menu, and then you enter your whole library card barcode, all the letters, all the numbers, starting with PARC. We recommend signing into your account as the first step because the Arcadia Public Library is in a consortium called the Southern California Digital Library with other independent library systems where we share materials. However, we do purchase materials for the exclusive use of our cardholders, so logging in allows you to see all of the materials that are available to you. So let's jump into searching and browsing the collection. Now you'll notice that in the center of the page, there are various timely topical lists. Let's take a closer look at this first list and the differences between some of the items on this list. First, you see that on the top, there's a blue band that says available. That means that you can check out this item right now. If all the copies of a particular item are currently checked out, instead of having a blue available band on the top, it will have a white band that says waitlist. The next part that I want to draw your attention to is the icons under the title and author. So there are three main types of items in our OverDrive collection: eBooks, which is the icon with the little book, then audiobooks, which is the little headphones, and then there's also magazines, which is this icon here. So you can browse the topical list in the center of the page and click on the heading for that list to be taken to more items in that list. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this list, and you'll notice that it has 106 items. And let me show you what a wait list item looks like. So these items here, as opposed to being available, say waitlist, and that means that all the copies are currently checked out, but that you can place a hold on the item to get put in the list for it. You can also browse using the buttons at the top of the page. Let's start with subjects. These allow you to search by subject and also by format. So you can browse ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, and videos by subject. The number at the top indicates the number of items that are within that subject. This menu, the subjects menu, is the best place to browse the digital magazines that the library owns, which is over 3,000. You can look at the entire list by clicking on See All, or you can look within a specific genre down below. You can also browse by collections, and these include what they call special collections, such as those for kids, teens, and format, which is comics. But it also has lists for ebooks, eAudiobooks, and videos. Like I mentioned in the previous video, OverDrive does have a small collection of streaming videos to check out. However, most of the library's digital video collection is on a platform called Canopy. These lists of formats are particularly handy if you want to browse the latest ebooks or eAudiobooks that have just been added to the collection, as well as other topical lists. The next list is Kindle books. Ebooks have a few different file types, though most ebooks in the OverDrive collection are available in the Kindle format, but not all. So this is a way to look at the ebooks that are in the Kindle format within the collection, and as you can see, there are just over 16,500. We're going to be going over file types more in depth in our next video when we discuss borrowing items. Okay. So moving on to searching. So instead of just browsing, you do also have the options to search for specific items that you're interested in by using the search option on the right side. I'm going to go ahead and click on that search, and it's going to open the search bar. So I can go ahead and here type in a title, an author, or a keyword search to see if what I'm looking for is owned digitally. I'm going to do a search for the author John Grisham. And you'll notice that it does give you that predictive text, which is handy, especially if you're not entirely sure about how to spell something. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the magnifying glass, or you can also click enter on your keyboard. And we're going to take a look at what the search results bring us. So in this, we see three different things. We see waitlist, so all the copies of this are checked out. This one has a blue band that says borrowed, which means that it's something that I already have checked out on my account. And then this blue band says available. So this is something that is available that I could check out right now. On the right-hand side above the search results is an area that you can change how the search results are displayed. Right now, it defaults to this cover view, but you can also change it if you'd like to the list view. And that gives you a little bit more information on this first page about the individual items. I'm going to go ahead and change it back to cover. The search results are also sorted by default to relevance. And so you can also change the sorting options to include popularity, either globally or by library, by release date, by title, author, or date added. So some of these other sorting options might be handy if you want to see, say, the latest releases or titles that were just added to the collection. So I can do date added, and it's going to reorder the list, and we're going to see the things that were added most recently to the library collection. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and we're going to take a look at recommended titles. So these items on the bottom are items that are not currently owned by the library. But this is the area where I can recommend them that the library purchase them. It's not a guarantee that the library will purchase them, but if the library does decide to purchase the item, you'll be put on the holds list for that item. So this is where you can recommend a title, and then if you want to keep track or look at any of the items that you've recommended, they will show up here under My Account in Recommendations. Now, heading back up to the left side of this page is this left-hand menu where we can see a number of filtering options. This allows you to limit your search results. So we can see on the top left side of the search that we searched for John Grisham and we got 60 items. Using the filters, we can limit availability. So say you just want to see available items that you could check out right now that you don't have to wait for. You could click this off. You can also limit by audience. So it's going to show you items for different age groups. So there's going to be some for this particular author in juvenile or children's, and then mostly in adult. You can also limit by date added. So if you want to look at, say, things that were just added in the past 6 months or what have you, you can limit that here. And then the next two items, eBooks and audiobooks, are handy for limiting the type of items that you're looking for. Let's take a minute to talk about what these different formats mean. For eBooks, there are three main formats. Most titles will be available in multiple formats, but not always. A Kindle book means that it's a Kindle formatted ebook, and you will use your Amazon account to access that item and send it to the device of your choice. OverDrive Read and EPUB ebook are both formats that work with the OverDrive or Libby app. Now, for eAudiobooks, you have two main formats, and almost all of the titles are available in both formats, and we're going to talk about how to borrow and download those items in our next video. The next filter is subject, which tends to be helpful when you're searching by keyword. You can also limit by language. The library's OverDrive collection has items available in several languages, including Spanish and Chinese. And then these final four filters are related to children's reading levels. If you have any questions about these, please contact our children's services staff for further assistance. So I'm going to go back up to the top, and I wanted to talk about the advanced search. So the way that you get to the advanced search is by clicking on the search to open the search bar, and then going over here on the right-hand side and clicking on the advanced, and that will bring you to the advanced search menu. This allows you to set up additional metrics before you start your search, as opposed to filtering them afterwards like we just looked at. So a particular use in this menu are audience, which is down here. So you can limit right from the get-go, as well as format. So if there's a particular format that you're looking for, you can limit that here. You can also do all eBooks or all eAudiobooks. So if you want to just build your search from the beginning to just be for eBooks, you can do that here. Then also languages. Languages is another handy way to build an advanced search. So I'm going to go ahead and just for an example, select Chinese. I'm not going to fill out any particular title or author or any other information. I'm just going to select Chinese as a language, and I'm going to go ahead and click search. And you'll see that this brings me the results of all the Chinese language items that the library owns, which is over 1,000 items. And again, you can then go in and use the filters on the left-hand side to further narrow if you'd like, or you can just browse through the list. In this video, we went over how to browse and search in OverDrive's digital collection. Join us for our next video where we're going to be taking a look at how to place holds, borrow materials, and get materials to your device. Feel free to reach out to library staff if you have any additional questions.